And I'm grateful to
Finally,
be in company with those. Yeah.
with those producers, just finally, just your what's your favorite song by any artist, any song, just not yours, but just a favorite, you know, if you had a favorite track to give.
That's hard too, man.
Yeah. I mean,
That's a tough one, man. Like, cause then you have to go into the genres. Like, that's a tough one, man. I don't even know how I could even answer that because
so you
that's
don't
a
have that
really.
one song like it just you don't have that one song like man, this is my jam. It could be any by any artist, but
It's
that's a
so many. Because I could say in one instance I could say "Overjoyed" by Stevie Wonder, but in another instance I could say "Inner Visions" by Stevie Wonder, but in another instance I could say "Tender Love" by Force MDs. Like, it's so many. It's
yeah.
I,
But
I
if it was left to just picking one overall, just to say okay, it'd be the top of the pile of all my favorite ones.
okay. If I had to pick one all-time favorite R&B song, it'd probably be "Can You Stand the Rain."
Wow.
In terms of melody, in terms of concept, production, "Can You Stand the Rain." There you have it. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
But
that's arguably the greatest R&B song ever recorded. It's
yeah,
arguably
yeah.
of all time. Like, if you look at everything, the production, the time where music was at that moment, where New Edition was in their career,
Mm.
and that whole album really, but like that Any Heartbreak album, probably to me one of the greatest R&B albums ever in history. But like that "Can You Stand the Rain," man.
Yeah. I
Man,
mean, yeah, it's a black anthem. If I run a daily poll. If I put that up against anyone, it would always win. So I stopped putting it up because it
and the way
was,
they wrote it for New Edition's voices, like
yeah, yeah.
what they were considering, what Jam Lewis had to work with to write that for them, man. And that's not nothing against New Edition, but it ain't like they was like Brian McKnight and like Wanya, these
Yeah, yeah,
guys.
yeah, yeah,
They were
yeah,
good enough singers. They were entertainers more than anything. Ralph had a
yeah,
good voice, and Rick had a good voice too. But it was mainly Ralph and Rick. And so to write that, like, that's a masterpiece, man. You
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So that's
Okay.
that. I would say Kane
Yeah, we got it. And then favorite movie. What's your
Stand the
favorite
Rain.
movie?
My favorite movie, probably Goodwill Hunting.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know something about that film. When I first saw that movie, I cried like a baby in that movie theater. When I first saw it, I wasn't expecting it. And the story and the time I in my life, because that movie came out when my parents were divorcing. They went through a really, really
Ah,
bad divorce. And like where I was at in my life when I went and seen that film, I cried like a baby. And
wow.
the thing that was Matt Damon's like first project like that. They wrote it and like
Oh, was that the okay? That was with Ben Affleck,
they
right?
wrote that, man. Him and Ben Affleck wrote that film,
Oh
man.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like, and Robin Williams in that film,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, amazing film. Just about life. Like,
yeah.
I could relate to that so much.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. My favorite is Schindler's List,
Oh,
followed
and I
by
was going to ask you,
Color.
what's your favorite? Schindler's
Yeah,
List.
Schindler's List, followed by Color
That's a
Purple.
film that I probably should go back and watch. When I saw that years ago, I fell asleep on it as a kid. It was a long time ago, but I actually would go back in.
Yeah, it's just
No,
it's
not.
the
I wasn't a kid, but I was much younger. But
yeah, but it's the story of the redemption. The guy started off looking to make money, and then just money didn't become everything. It was about people, and you shared about your own journey, about giving opportunities to others and how much money you could have made off of others, but you thought about building and giving into somebody and sharing, and that's what that Schindler's List was all about. In the
oh
midst of all
wow,
the atrocity, he transformed, and I get emotion at the end every time he thinks I could have
oh
done more, I could
wow,
have done more. And it's like, you've done enough, but it's no, I could have done
mm,
more. And you start to think
wow.
about, because he started off trying to be building and becoming rich, and then he wanted to his wealth was in the lives he touched. Very similar to what you've been sharing about the opportunities you gave.
I need to watch that.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm gonna watch that again.
yeah, it
The
definitely.
Spielberg did that, right? That was a Spielberg film, right?
Spielberg,
Spielberg.
yeah, it's a Spielberg film,
Yeah.
it's a Spielberg film, yeah. Man, Bob, you've been great.
And
It's
I'll be
been
honest. I'll be also like I would have to say Good Will Hunting, but honorable mention I would have to say Color Purple. I would have to say.
yeah. See, that's another one that gets me emotional about that
Yeah.
journey. That especially at
Yeah.
the end, the little stuff. Oh man,
Yeah, that movie is amazing too. Yes.
it's yeah,
But
and that's the thing about me. I've spent a long time talking to you today, hearing your story, and the whole idea about doing this was for people to be inspired. I've interviewed over 100 artists and producers since I started this, and 90% of them have all been
okay.
taken
Oh,
advantage of.
nice.
Have been taken advantage of by others, and so we're hearing the horror stories,
Oh,
not just
congratulations.
but we've been hearing the horror stories, but to hear you talk about helping and the redemption and supporting, that's a very different story, which is really inspiring. And I hope that other people who are watching will say, we don't always have to make make the money and stuff. We can share, we can lift people up, we can make life better for others and stuff.
Yes.
And so, Mike and Slim were very complimentary of you guys. They really want to.
Thank you. Man. Yeah, those are my brothers right there. Yeah, I love those guys.
Yeah. So as I said, it's been it's great to be able to see, because we don't necessarily hear from you, so be able to get you to share your
Yeah,
story.
thank you, man. Hey, you know what? Thank you for having me, man. And it's been a pleasure. And yeah, man, we have to do it again sometime.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. As I said, definitely. I mean, this would probably go out over 2 weeks. What I mean is, like, I chop up in a little
Okay,
sections.
yeah, 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 of course.
And then and different episodes and stuff. I also would probably need to get a couple of your pictures, because there's very few pictures of Bob Robinson out there. So if you don't mind sending a few, so when I do put it together,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
yeah,
Sure.
and
Sure.
stuff. It's yeah, I really appreciate this, and but yeah, but anytime if you have stuff that you want to put out, if you ever do like a Christmas album or stuff and you want to promote it and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah, I'll let you know for sure.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
let you know for sure. Yeah, yes, sir.
yeah. Are you gonna do it? I mean, now you could just release it and stuff. It's so easy to do stuff now, is it?
Yeah, there's a couple things on the table that I've been thinking about doing some collaborations that I have that are like coming up. That's some pretty cool stuff that I'm looking forward to. I definitely keep you in touch about that. And so yeah, it's just like I said, just yes, life is beautiful, and I try to live each day as such. And yeah, that's it. Just taking things a day at a time, and that's it, man. That's it, man.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, as I said, there are loads of I used to live in LA, Redondo Beach, for a number of years.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I used to live. I miss LA, but then again, since I've left, it seems as rain has been falling and mudslides. It doesn't seem
Oh
as
yeah,
it's not the LA that
this
I
was
remember.
yeah. The weather this year has been crazy. It was like the most rain we have received, and then it was like you know
Last year was fire. It just seems.
then the fires is like the biggest fire.
Yeah.
And like
Would you ever leave
it's
LA, or is that home?
I love LA. Like yeah, I think LA get a bad rap sometimes, but I probably always live here. I definitely plan to because I used to live between here and Atlanta, so
Back in
my son lives in Atlanta, so I definitely probably eventually would like to get a place in Atlanta again.
okay.
And so I'm open to other places too, but I probably will always
Yeah, not
keep
the
my place
Midwest
here
though.
because, yeah,
Not
yeah,
the
yeah.
Midwest.
I like to go back and visit the Midwest. It's always home. Peoria is always home. Yeah,
I went to college in Milwaukee.
oh,
Um,
nice. Right up the street. Not that
yeah,
far.
yeah,
5 hour
yeah.
drive.
It was about an hour and a half or so from Chicago, but
Yeah, it's really close to Chicago. Yeah.
yeah, Midwest. Yeah, I didn't like I didn't like Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
I didn't like
Yeah.
Milwaukee at all.
I would say Chicago's a much better town than Milwaukee.
Yeah, it definitely is. And
But But yeah, man. I just want to say again, thank you for having me. I appreciate it, and it's been nice sitting here, chopping it up with you. Yeah. And I look forward to the next time.
Yeah, thank you. It's about 12:30 in the at midnight here. So
oh wow,
yeah, it is late. And I've got therapy tomorrow morning and stuff. Okay. But this was better for me. I'm glad we started early so I could get enough of this. So hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
Somewhere in between us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me.
No. Okay, you're okay.
They don't understand what Jonas boys do in all spirits.
Play it.
I mean, I love all different genres.